It's scary. It's almost as if it got swept under the rug.
So just how bad is it? Attorneys representing hundreds of asylum seekers detained in our state are sounding the alarm on what's happening inside this facility. That's the Cibola County Correctional Center.
A new complaint filed by the New Mexico Immigrant Law Center claims employees there deployed pepper spray on a group of migrants staging a protest.
And the attorneys claim they weren't the only ones affected by this, the detainees, that is.
Griffin Rushton spoke with one of those attorneys today, and this is not the first time we've seen some pretty troubling reports out of that same facility, the Cibola County Correctional Center. Griffin.
Yeah, no, it is not, Tessa. Attorneys say this reported pepper spray attack is just the latest incident of migrant mistreatment at the facility, which largely houses asylum seekers awaiting deportation. It's one of 2 detention centers in New Mexico operated by an out-of-state company, and attorneys say this incident is just more proof both of them need to be shut down.
The context for this incident is really implicating the entire immigration system.
Attorneys with the New Mexico Immigrant Law Center say the reported pepper spray attack happened in mid-November following an attempted protest for better treatment.
People feel like they are starving. Everyone is losing weight. There's not enough access to clean water, which is just completely unacceptable. And they're not receiving information about their cases, their deportation dates, and are just sitting and waiting for something to happen. And they're getting agitated.
According to this newly filed complaint, those agitations boiled over for a group of 5 migrants. And when other detainees couldn't calm them down, the guards punished everyone.
We're told about 20 to 30 men, Core Civic guards who were masked, entered the unit and dispersed pepper spray into the entire unit.
And attorneys suggest those guards made sure everyone suffered.
And they also turned off the ventilation, so men couldn't retreat and put their faces in the vents, for example, to get fresh air, even if they weren't involved in any of the disruptions.
The complaint says most detainees suffered serious health consequences, including vomiting, sneezing blood, and breathing problems. But attorneys say they did not receive proper medical attention until 3 weeks later, around the same time the complaint was filed.
They're fearful that this is just performative, only in response to the complaint, and won't continue to keep up.
A spokesperson with Core Civic, which operates the facility, confirmed there was a protest. They say the agitated migrants barricaded doors, covered security cameras, and set fires before guards eventually deployed OC spray, a gas derived from cayenne peppers. They say no guards or detainees were injured, but attorneys noted Core Civic used this same tactic before at a similar facility in Torrance County.
This is a practice, a common practice by Core Civic, and one that they've been held liable for in the past.
Security footage from 2020 shows guards deploying OC spray against a group of protesters who were reportedly staging a hunger strike to obtain better COVID protections. They settled a lawsuit in August. Attorneys say they reported the latest incident to the Department of Homeland Security, pushing for a more thorough investigation.
I think it's an open question about whether the proper use of force was engaged. We don't know until there's a proper investigation is done, until there's video footage reviewed.
Core Civic has repeatedly denied allegations of mistreatment at both the Cibola and Torrance County facilities, but New Mexico's congressional leaders are not buying it. Senator Martin Heinrich addressed the issues during a congressional hearing earlier this year where Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas committed to looking into the Torrance County facility. Heinrich doubled down last week with this letter saying, "I am growing exceedingly frustrated that my concerns have not been addressed." He goes on to explain new reports of overflowing sewage and retaliation against migrants at the Torrance County facility. Core Civic denied reports of a sewage spill and many other issues detailed in Heinrich's letter.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah,
Griffin,
definitely.
thanks.